Alright, let's get this thing going. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. What has it been like? 4 days? Yeah, we had a 4-day weekend. So we're good to be back. Also still very early into Q3. So we'll take it easier today. How's everybody doing? Let me know there in the chat. I missed you guys. I'm sure you missed me. Oh, yeah, man. Q3 is gonna be a banger, that's all I know. Normally August is quite a slow month, but I think we got the slow month out of the way in June, so can fuck up the rest of the year. Absolutely destroy it, you know? What's up, everybody? You cold there? Ah, so. I was actually thinking of putting on another layer, to be honest, but it's not the coldest. All good from Cambodia. Lovely, lovely. What's up, Stefan? Rita, what's up? Okay, so let's get into it. Not too much to talk about, just with the most recent price action. As you can see, I just want to remove this. We are in a range. Within a range. Alright. So, just based off that, you know, most recent price action, it's not the most clear. I could argue for the buyers out of this range to move back up to 1930. And I could argue for the sales coming back down to 1920. But let's just start to build up a story here. Okay, so let's have a look at the DXY. DXY also pretty much ranging. Looks like on the daily we found some support here. Just based off of this, you know, we are starting to see the dollar slowly start to move up here from that 102 level. Definitely creating some sort of bullish intraday, intra-week structure here. So we had a pullback from support. Overall, just ranging. Right now, you're ranging. Looking at the structure, you know, looks bullish. Looks like we could move back up to 103,500. But right now, just very low volume. That could be because we have NFP on Friday. We have JOLTS, ISM, PMR, Services PMR, ADP, and we have FOMC meeting minutes. We have all of that data still to come. We've also come off of a US bank holiday, and like I say, still early in the new quarter. So as you can see right now, market conditions are just quite low volume, ranging, direction is not the most clear. But one thing I do want to do is zoom out a little bit on gold as well. So on the daily here, yesterday's candle, we've essentially closed above this resistance. But now I think that's just way too simple to say, okay, cool, buys. Because look at all of these wicks. This is an entire rejection zone here. So even though you had a body candle close above there on the daily, you know, this is still a rejection zone. You can see these rejections right here, here. Lots of rejections in this area, right? And we just get a bird's eye view of what's going on here. And we can also see that, hey, this structure from a slightly more zoomed out perspective, is bearish. So I'll be honest, right now today, I'm not too interested in any sort of buys. I would like to stick to the sell ideas. If we do get breaks above 1930, which I don't see happening this morning, and even if we do, I'm probably not going to take buys unless there's some sort of fundamental catalyst. So I've got safer buys above 1930 with new bullish structure for me, basically saying I'm not interested in buys this morning, but I have to take some more candles printing above there. Nice break and retest. So for now, I'd like to stick to the sells. We are in a range here. We had this pullback pre-London, resistance formed. I thought for a second about the sells off of this resistance formed, so I'll take note about that sort of setup. But overall, you're in a range here, so I think safer sells are going to be below 1923. And then the safest sells, the more what's the word? Conservative ideas here are sells below like 1920. Also, just touching on the 4 hour, we did close bearish there on the 4 hour. That's what I was thinking with this pullback pre-London, this move up and then forming resistance. To take the sells there, obviously based off the 4 hour, your 4 hour flip back bearish here. Stops would be quite small. But yeah, personally, I'm going to wait for the breakout. Probably like a break and retest here. Pretty much what I've drawn out is what I want to see. Morning Corpse, what's up? How are you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How you doing?
No complaints on yourself.
Yeah, all good.
No, it's here.
Just a little bit slow.
Ready to get this
morning. Range in a range, bro.
It's long. Yeah. No, I did look at the charts this morning and I'm like, price sucks at the moment there.
You know what my first thought was when I actually looked at the chart this morning? Like, it wasn't even a second, and I literally thought, oh fuck, okay, no trades today. But
Yeah.
I mean, if we can get a breakout, do see some volume and a setup, you know, anything can happen. But I think I came to the chart at like 6.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
you've been
yeah,
watching paint dry.
Well, I haven't been watching it. No, I've been doing other things. But I just came to do the breakdowns.
I get you.
So yeah, when I had a look for the first time, it was at like 6, and I'm like, God, watch, this is going to be a range. Then in a range, then a range.
Yeah.
But we are in a nice area to possibly start seeing those sellers come back in. So we'll see what sets up here.
She's coming off of Independence Day. I didn't know we'd be the conservative ones.
What does that mean?
No, like a joke, like, okay. If you didn't get it, then it's never good explaining it. No, I'm just raving.
Chad, I think you've lost the plot, bro.
Nah, dude, plots is here, dude. I've got the plots here.
I'm gonna go make some coffee. We've got like an hour until London Open, so this 4 hour is it's flipped back bearish. If we get breaks below 1923.7, what we've been seeing is there have been some nice impulse moves lately, but quite difficult to capitalize on. I mean, at this point, if you haven't got like these entries right here, then you are just waiting for a breakout of this range. So I'm going to just wait, and even if we do get like an impulsive move down, I'm in no rush, absolutely no rush. We saw it last week as well. You know, I'm starting to be a little bit more patient for some sort of pullback where I really like these closures below and then looking for the continuation down. As of late, gold hasn't really had the follow through. So what I would like to see is that, you know, even if we do get that impulsive move, that we do get some sort of pullback. And then, you know, just a standard like break and retest of that support. So I've got plenty of time here, even if we do get a move down. You know, I need to wait for confirmations, need to wait for some new structure. So don't stress, even if we chop here, personally I'm not missing anything. Wouldn't rush into anything either. I don't know if you guys are still looking at GJ, but GJ is also just like, it's just ranging at these highs. May pull back to grab some liquidity before continuing on up. I'll do a little breakdown on GJ just now. Give me 2 minutes. Right, so we are moving down quite nicely here. Got some volume. Been pretty good so far. Yeah, those cells are actually quite clean. This winter's hitting quite hard. I actually just saw something this morning that apparently yesterday was the hottest day. I don't know if it was the hottest day ever, but like the hottest day ever recorded, I think, on average. So just around
Where?
the world. Around the world.
Oh,
So the average temperature yesterday was 17 degrees. And if you consider like Antarctica and, you know, Iceland, all of that, that's pretty warm. Do you not raid Mondays? I don't really raid much at all. I do trade Mondays, but I just didn't trade on Monday because it was Independence Day on Tuesday. So US markets were closing early on Monday as well. Yeah, there has been some movement this week already, but no, I don't think I've missed out on too much. Yeah, Monday had some nice movement actually in New York. Even London wasn't too bad. But overall, you know, it was the first day of the quarter. We had the US Independence Day on Tuesday. So US markets were closing early on Monday and decided to just take it easy, get some other things done. Was expecting lower volume. Canada was closed as well. Yeah. Anyway.
$15 just closed it, but didn't manage to close below that support.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. Interesting.
Morning, Mr. Wayne. Dude, yesterday, fuck. Kopke phones me yesterday morning, right? So, Kopke, Nico, and I trained the other day. We went to gym, trained on Friday. And we were just saying, I don't know when it was actually, but Kopke said, no, he's going to phone me. And then we're going to phone Nico, like 5:30. And we're going to get Nico to jump in the pool in the morning. And anyway, so like I wasn't really expecting it, but yesterday, Popke phones me at 5:30, and I had an alarm for like in and around that time, so I thought it was my alarm going off, and I snoozed my alarm, so I like answered the phone. I thought I was snoozing my alarm. Close my eyes again. I just hear, hello, hello, and I'm like, oh fuck, what's going on? This cop, he says, no, let's jump in the pool. I'm like, bro, I'm half asleep. No, can't right now. I just can't. But I think we did phone you, but you didn't pick up. Yo.
Yes.
Nah, I don't feel bad. I was waking up at that time anyway, so I should have been getting up then, you know.
No, no. If you ever want to feel lazy, bro, go look at Corky's Instagram at 4:01 in the morning, bro. Man's in the pool, he's running a marathon, he's already had his protes. Man's doing the most.
It was like 3 meals deep. Had a gym session, a run, swim, meditated, read a book.
Yeah, she's he's enrolled to start studying medicine. He's fucking
It's
active
cured
hour for
cancer.
Corky. Yeah. He
Ended
played
the
with the cats
Russia-Ukraine
in
war.
his thing. Yeah, he started all. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, anyway. Hey, what's up, Reese? How are you? I see you've been playing some golf. Getting back into the swing of things, eh? So something I was discussing yesterday as well with breakout trades was what I would like to see if I do want to take a more aggressive entry on a breakout is I would like to see the 30-minute candle close below this support. But then on the 15, this is what I want to see. I want to see this. Would like to see the next 15 closing like a weak bullish candle. Because that's basically going to be your retest on the lower time frames there. And then the next candle, we take the breaks of those lows. So that's my criteria for more of like an aggressive breakout entry. And you can see that exact same setup right here. It wasn't quite a breakout, but the setup was there on the 15. Pretty much what I would like to see right here. Otherwise, I would just wait for a slightly cleaner retest. I wouldn't be surprised if we kept pushing here until London Open. Just slowly kept moving down and then got this pullback at London Open. And then like 9:30 you get a setup here. That'll be clean. Seeing like the same, like since I've started focusing on pullbacks, I'm seeing the same thing over and over, like in and around the same time. Like here yesterday. So yesterday for the breakdowns I sent to members, I wanted a retest of 1922.5. So if we bring this level down a bit, just wanting a retest of here. Now we got a pullback. We didn't quite get the retest of here, but we got the pullback and support formed. And I mean, it's quite clean. Let's go back a little bit more. Yeah, so you know, you can see that volume come in like pre-London, and then just before London you start to pull back. London open, you pull back a little bit more. 9:30 we have the continuation. Doesn't RCT call that the kill zone? Makes sense, bro. Same thing here.
The adventure zone,
Yeah. Yeah, here as well. And we actually sent this as a signal, this trade here. 50 pips or so in the bag. But yeah, pre-London, got that impulsive move, pulled back, retested this range. So retested the structure. And then you could see that bearish volume come in at 9:30. Like the same thing, day in, day out. For some reason, I can't get into Trading View. Anyone with advice? She's bro, not too sure about that one. I'm not having any issues, so maybe... What do you mean, like logging in? Maybe you forgot your password. Maybe your internet connection isn't great. So Reese, are you looking to do some competitions? Some tournaments?
I know what that is.
Do you want to play a game, Jared?
Yeah, now. She's cocky. Who are you voting on this morning, eh?
She's Reese. I back that, bro. It's gonna be fucking sick. 5-minute candle. Qualified to get on tour. What does that so what does that entail? Like, do you have to win a local tournament or like rack up points? Tart. Bro, I can trap your queen here.
Nah, impossible, dude.
I can. Da-da. Go here. Fuck. Got him. Ah. Man, fuck. I was
I was
thinking,
like,
how
wait,
can I
is
trap?
there a trap? Is there a trap here?
Oh,
Like, what's going on?
damn it. 30-minute candle close below that support, so looking nice. They just need to see a retest of 1923. Mm. Bro, I literally have late in one round of luck.
No ways, dude.
It's just misround, not
Not a
cherry.
chance. Not a chance, bro.
I actually did though. I did. My horse was in the way now, but my queen was snapping your G2.
No ways, dude.
Just about to take you out, dude. Fuck.
Dude, black is a poor player in this game,
Yeah, in this game, good thing you specified that.
man.
Jared, please, I'm off. Only one thing I can do here. The rook!
Sacrifices the rock.
If you win on time, it doesn't really count. That's all I'm
No
saying.
ways, dude. What do you mean, dude? Dude, I'm 2 full rooks up, dude. Hey.
Dude, winning on time is basically like a break-even trade. You know, when
Nah,
chat
dude.
spams W risk management, but we all know it's not a W. It's just, you know, you're like, oh yeah, risk management, fuck. And you're just like, oh, I was in profit.
Nah. Ah, nah, dude.
Let's be real. Let's just be
Nah,
honest.
dude. Can't be, dude. Dude, but then you can't run the clock down. You have to speed up here. Can't you? Hey.
I'm trying. Fuck. No, I'm not even thinking today, dude. I'm literally not even thinking. I actually have a chance here. Or do I?
No, dude, I was
break,
unfortunately one of the best. That was one of the best games
break
of my
even
life,
hit.
dude.
Break
Nah,
even
nah,
hit.
nah. No, no,
Immediate
no,
chat.
no. Dude,
Total
it
pips for the
was.
week, 0.
Guess how our accuracy was. I thought I was playing so well, dude.
No,
46 and 45.
I
That's
don't even care what my
ridiculous.
accuracy was after that. I know that I wasn't on it.
Yo, no, that's crazy, dude.
Okay,
Nah,
so just looking at gold quick. Nice volume here. Nice strong bearish 30 minutes. I would like to see us get that retest of 23. Maybe even like 24. So if London open, if this candle could close like this, coming into London open, I think we're looking pretty good to drive down into 1920. We just need that pullback at London open to retest the structure, and then you're looking good. Jared, good game. I'm a sore loser.
Just say, nah, I appreciate that. No, no, dude. Dude, I think
I
you have to be a
was playing
sore
like shit,
loser.
but I have to admit, but yeah, well done. You did beat me fair and
No,
square.
shut it. Shut.
Can't say that it was break
Yeah, but
even.
yeah. Yeah, that's a cunt move, man. Imagine
Yo,
man trades
language,
his whole life
PG.
to. Oh, sorry. Imagine man trades his whole life to just tie with Magnus in the finals, brother. Magnus and them tie, and he's like, great, break even. It's like,
Break even
not
hit.
really true. Nah, but that's just, I get what you're saying.
Yo, chat. I think I'm gonna end the stream right now. Go to gym. Cause today's my cheat meal day. I'm gonna smash what is that thing, man? A beef? It's on the tip of my tongue. Shawarma.
Quesadilla.
Beef
Oh,
shawarma.
yo. Those are nice, eh?
Yeah, bro, just something different, but it's satisfying, you know? Although yesterday I saw some chicken nuggets and I was like, yo, these things look so good. Oh, could eat like 2 kgs of chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets are like, but a beef shawarma is very nice, dude. You.
I'm gonna make it at home as well, so it can be like pretty healthy, relatively healthy.
Right.
Looking like a shredded tuna.
I know on that video you posted on IG, dude, I was shocked. Yeah, I'm like, shit, I knew Connor was big, but you, dude.
No. Wait, just wait. I'm starting the bulk now, so we'll see. But I think this is like the leanest I've been. So
Yeah.
we'll see how the bulk goes. But yeah, I'm starting to get like hungry, bro. So I think I need to speak to Armand. He asked for some
But I
more calories
noticed,
as well.
right? Yeah. When I don't want to say like force feed myself, But when I chow a lot, dude, like I'm talking two, three, I was sorry, two, three, like 3, 4, 5 meals a day, you get hungry, eh? If you miss a meal, bro, you are
You,
like
yeah,
ravenous, eh?
no, you do. Also, sometimes I don't space like my meals out too well. Like I don't have
Mm,
a exact schedule. Like okay, I'm going to eat at 7, 9, 10, or like whatever. I eat when I get a gap, and I know like my daily routine should work out that I have enough time to eat all my meals. Like I never miss a meal,
mm,
but
yeah,
sometimes the spacing is like maybe I'll have to wait like 4 hours between a meal, and then
yeah.
then I get hungry.
But dude, it's like even with animals, dude, like I've noticed with the puppy, I feed it the exact, well, like not the exact, like to the minute, but within like half an hour every single morning and every single night, dude. And if I'm like a little bit off, you hear her at her bowl downstairs, bro, just going crazy. She's like, dude, feed me, bro. Like, what would I say? And like, she doesn't have a watch on her.
Yeah, the
The
animals are
watch
good with the
goes,
timing, dude. Mine too. They If I'm in the kitchen like around when I normally feed them and I'm making my own food, bro, they're looking at me like, what's
yeah,
cracking? What's going on?
yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's
Yeah,
that.
no,
Cheers,
animals
guys.
know
I'm gonna
what's
go
up.
make a beef shawarma now.
Are you keen on one more game of chess before London Open?
Yeah, we can smash it. We got 18 minutes.
The deciding factor, yeah.
Yeah. Am I looking for the retest? Indeed, I am. Going to be a little bit tricky if we come down all the way into 1920. I've got more ideas for sales below 1920, but that might take a little bit more time to play out. I would like to see us retest 1923, 1924 um, after London Open. I think that'll be ideal. McDonald's games. 3 minutes. Jeez, upping the ante here. Okay, now there's no thinking. You just gotta move. Yeah. I'm just leaving pieces hanging all over the place today.
He's been playing reckless in this round.
Proper. Oh no, what did I do?
Dude.
Oh man. It is in the gutter today. This is like a full margin.
Literally.
Oh wait, what? Was your queen hanging the whole time?
Maybe. That wasn't. I had my eyes on it. Yo, that's disgusting.
Gotta get wrecked.
What?
What?
The frick?
Oh shit.
Dude!
Yo.
Oh fuck, dude, that's
Okay, Jared, maybe we
shocking.
stop playing chess on stream, bro. I think we need to get some practice.
Yeah, that's shocking, bro.
Oh
Yo.
my days. I really didn't like. I didn't think that was checkmate, to be honest. Oh fuck.
How can I hang background checkmate? Shocking.
I love how we both were like, what? Sorry, I completely took the chart off the screen. My bad, but not much is happening here right now. 12 minutes till London Open. We've got a nice push here. Got some nice volume. If we get a pullback and resistance formed in and around 9:30, I'm sure we'll have a nice continuation down to 1920. Con, looking at the daily, do you think we're at a point where we may see strong bulls coming in? No, so I broke that down earlier on the daily. I said that I understand the daily is bullish and even closed above those previous bodies, but we need to zoom out here. You don't even need to really zoom out too much. You can just have a look at this. Look at these wicks right here. So all of this is rejection. So yes, we've closed above here, but all of this is a problem around 1930, 1932, and you'll see that on the 4-hour. So just looking at the daily, sometimes you need to then start to pay attention to the levels that we are sitting at in price. So here we can see 1930, 1932 were basically some rejection areas from when we were in this range. Then we had that break below, we had a retest of those areas, we had like a 400 pip continuation to the downside. After that retest, we've had a pullback now, but keep in mind we are still respecting this bearish structure. We are still retesting this area one more time. It's very normal for gold to revisit an area like this multiple times, and if we're not breaking above, then we could possibly see us coming back down into this 1900 1895 area. So not in one swift move, but I would be looking for those moves down if we are rejecting this zone. I actually wanted to see us pull up to 1940 to start the new quarter, before we started seeing rejections to move down. But yeah, 1930, 1932, also a very nice rejection area. So we can see here on the 4-hour what's going on. Like I say, this was more of a pullback phase for right now, and looks like we have basically just failed to create new highs. So let's go to an hourly and look at it from this perspective. In this pullback phase, your intraday time frames were obviously bullish, so we were forming higher highs, should I say higher highs, higher lows. Perfect, right? Failing to create higher highs at this point. Like I say, in and around that higher time frame rejection zone, around 1930, 1932, and starting to break some of this structure. So breaks below this 1920 level, and then we're getting those confirmations that structure is shifting back bearish, and we can start to see some nice downside back to 1900. If we are breaking and holding above 1932, I do have adapted buys above there. You know, I'm not going to trade if we break above 1932. At that point, I would be a little bit more interested in buys, but still there's some nasty rejections to the left. I think safest buys will be above 1940. But like I say, if you're getting some new structure above 1930, 1932, so like a clear break above, coming back to retest that area, then buys make sense. But right now, no, I don't think the daily is looking to do anything other than just continue with this bearish, we could call it like an intra-week trend. Intra-week, intraday. Six-month time frame. That's crazy. So in my higher time frame breakdowns, I was saying that, you know, gold is essentially in this range right here on the higher time frame, or like from a macro perspective. And we had a closure back below this level, which, you know, we could look at as a fake out. And if there's no fear, uncertainty, and doubt, then we could obviously start to see some downside here, maybe back to like 1800. But overall, I'm still quite bullish on gold, to be honest. Just from a fundamental perspective, macro fundamental. So I still think this is a pullback, because when this move to the downside initially started, I said that, you know, I'm looking for this to be a pullback. Took advantage of these sales coming down. We then ranged for a bit, holding 1940. I was still looking for the buys from that area. Now obviously breaking below, adapting to the sells. But I think if we break back above 1940, we'll probably be back in that bullish bias. Yeah, we'll see. For now it's clearly bearish, but waiting for things to shift back bullish, maybe later in the quarter. But yeah, I'm going to do a bit more of a detailed breakdown of that for the Patreon. Hey, Actorino, what's up? 1912 coming. Yeah, that's a pretty nice looking target. If you could be taking sells from this area, these highs, you know, you may even have potential to be holding positions down to like 1900, 1905, even 1895. But normally those trades that you'll see, you get really nice runners on. You'll be catching off of a pullback. You know, so if you get something like this in New York session or NYC, you get a much deeper pullback, retest like 1930 again. You know, that's a position that you could be looking to hold back down to 1900. You don't want to chase a position like that. Personally, if I were to look for something like that, I would still just be securing at these levels that I've got targeted, and then just leave runners, you know, like I normally do. There, London Open. So your 15-minute coming into London Open closed bullish there. Hopefully this next 15 can also just continue moving on up, and we get that retest of 1923. If we do just break the lows and continue pushing, then I'm going to need to see breaks below 1920. But I like what I'm seeing here. Let's see if we do get those pullbacks. I think it looks good to come back up and retest the zone. Could even find we get deeper pullbacks to like 1926. But yeah, ideally I would like us to just retest this support. Something like that. Hey Robert, what's up?
Hey, how's it, Mr. Moore? How are you, brother?
Mr. Moore.
That what he said?
Yeah,
Or have I butchered that as well?
no,
Where's Ty? Eh?
Tar.
Remember, we need to
On
see if
YouTube.
I got his setting correct. Yo,
Yeah, he's in the chat today.
is he in the chat today?
Yeah. What's up, Tar? Yeah, I did see him in the chat just now. Someone in the chat was saying,
Thinking about
checkmate, bro, you
settings.
missed it.
Right.
Okay, guys, give me 2 minutes. Yeah, quite clear what I'm waiting for here. Hey Ben, what's up? So just zooming out to the hourly candle here, you can see very nice strong bearish candle coming into London Open there. It makes sense for us to get a nice top wick on the new candle with London Open, grab some liquidity. And like I said, I would like us to retest this previous level. Reason I wouldn't want to take any sort of flip here, so you know, I may have looked at it like this from in the past, where I would say, okay, we close below the support, and if we flip on this, well, not flip, but if this kind of breaks its own low, you know, it makes sense for us to drive down. And I think that idea does make sense, but you're just taking trades in the middle of a range here. You got support like 3 pips away. Doesn't really make sense. These pullback, these retests are just also giving like much better risk to reward. So like I say, it's not everything, but it definitely helps. It definitely counts for something. If you're always taking one-to-ones, or even less than a one-to-one, you know, you can be pushing a pretty good win rate. But I promise you, you know, especially if you're securing like the majority of your position at 5-10 pips, it's basically gambling. You say let the probabilities play out, but that's not really a great probability game. Having a good risk to reward puts the probabilities in your favor. GJ impulse move up is pretty nice. Yeah, I'm not really trading GJ much these days, but yeah, that's impressive for GJ at London Open to actually have such a clean move.
Just 184, yeah.
184, bro. Yeah, I just tapped 184. And
Jeez.
185 incoming.
I don't want to lie, but I think after 185, we're going to get 186. What do you think? And then maybe 187.
Jared. You're a
Okay,
chop.
I'll let myself answer.
Please.
But this is, GJ is the definition of don't bet against the trend. We've been
Yeah.
screaming these buys. Do not take sells.
And it's not even that like we've been screaming it, it's just that I think we've been looking at it just objectively. We've been looking at the fundamentals, and we've been tying together a story that makes sense. Guys come in the chat, say GJ's melting, so GJ, so GJ. What the fuck are you looking at? Bro, I'm zoomed out here for the last year. It's fucking bullish. Intraday scalping, sure, there's setups for sells. But even so, sometimes we're going to just have like some sort of liquidity grab, and your mind is going to deceive you, and you're going to think, oh no, there's a lot of downside here. You know, we're so overextended. There's a lot of downside. Look at this 4-hour candle rejection. There's so much downside. And next thing you know, GA is up 200 pips. Just trade the trend. I wonder how many sells we've actually taken on GJ this year. Like the entire year. I'll check the spreadsheet a little bit later on. So we are retesting this area. Ideally, I would like to see a 15-minute candle closing bearish. But what we may even see, like I say, we may still see this hourly candle flip bearish and start to drive down. So I could even scale into a 5-minute and just see what's happening here on the 5. If this 30-minute candle closes like this, it might be ideal to even wait for the next 30-minute then. And wait for like 10 o'clock. If you're getting a setup like that on the 30, that's going to look super clean to come down to 1920.
This whole year we've taken 12 cells on GJ.
That's actually more than I was expecting. But that's between both
Yeah,
sessions.
yeah, you know that is both sessions.
Yeah. And what's the win rate on those 12 trades?
Let me get a quick look.
Although we were in a, we were basically in a range on GJ for some time. We only recently had this huge breakout. And I think at that point we stopped trading GJ basically. So yeah, I mean, among this mess, there was selling opportunity. Strong 15 minutes, not in a rush to get into anything. Right now there's no signs of forming resistance or anything in this area, so you just have to wait. Just have to wait.
3 wins, 5 losses, 4 break-evens.
Sheesh. Moral of the story? Don't sell GJ. Yeah, that's not a very big sample size though, but still, just shows it's been a tough year for anybody selling GJ really. So when I was marking up the support, I was marking it up below this level here, just for like the safer sell ideas. But since we've had a break through this area, we've basically created, like a new range. So just looking at, I just want to move this level to the most recent support, because I think it would make more sense if we actually retested this most recent support here. So 1924. So we're tapping into that level now. Let's see if this 15 comes and closes bearish, then we know that we be looking good. Like I say, we could even still get deeper pullbacks back up to 1926. Come down later on, or otherwise just range. Because, we were in this range, within this range right here. So we can't forget that we are actually in a range between 1930 and 1920. And if you're not having the volume to break below 1920, then you could just be up and down in this range until you get a catalyst such as NFP or ADP. Some of the news coming out later, there's a lot of economic data for the rest of the week. FOMC meeting minutes tonight generally doesn't have too much impact unless there's some new information being brought to the table. But the Fed has been saying a lot lately. We've got a very good idea that are looking to raise rates again before the end of the year and even hold rates higher for longer. So I don't see what more they could really say. I think that's going to be very low impact. Focus is probably really on some of the data tomorrow, but the NFP on Friday. So we might not have the volume to actually start to see this downside move materialize. We might just range between 1930 and 1920 up until we get some of that data released. If it could give us some direction then. So just talking over different scenarios here. But overall, I still like the idea of if we reject this support from Asian session and pre-London, or Asian session let's call it, to continue on down to 1920 at least. Although you already tapped into this support area, it's actually quite tough now. Yeah, it's very tough. Let's see how the 15-minute closes. These shrubs all over the place here. Cape Town, Switzerland, Miami. Lovely. December's gonna be here soon. Crazy, we're already 6 months into the year. Absolutely mad. Seems like the older you get, time just goes faster.
Yo, no, dude, but this month was a blur, dude. Like, it literally felt like New Year's blink, and it's like, okay, 7 months into the year. I'm like, what? I'm like, how? This has been crazy, bro.
Thing is, like
No, but
weeks are starting to feel like days, bro. Like, I don't know, they just go by so quickly.
But even this week, dude, when Cookie said to me it's Wednesday, I'm like, nah, dude, it's just
It's
you
Wednesday,
making
not
your meals or
dudes.
what? I'm like, we
Yeah, I actually thought about that
that
yesterday. I wanted to
pasta.
say that this morning.
I'm like, nah, bro, it's still Monday morning. It's Wednesday. Okay. Even.
You know what, Firaz? So Firaz asks, if 15-minute candle closes bearish, are you going to enter in sales? To be honest with you, if the 15 closes bearish, your 30-minute is still closing bullish. And we, at that point, I would probably want to see a 30-minute candle closing bearish. So I would have to wait here for 10 o'clock. And, I'm just now asking myself, do I really see myself taking a trade today? We've already tapped into this support area. You're getting quite a strong rejection off of here. Although it could still just be a pullback to retest this support from Asian and continue bearish, there's not a whole lot of volume here. Or there's not a whole lot of reason for there to be volume. We've got some big events coming up later today, tomorrow and Friday. But this morning, nothing really lined up. We're so early into Q2, coming off of a bank holiday as well. Like I say, today we were in a range, within a range. I toyed with these ideas of the sells here on this 30, but it was quite aggressive because we were in that range, within a range. So take notes on that idea, but overall I think the safer trade idea was waiting for this retest, and it could still potentially play out, but I don't think that I would take it on the 15. I would want to see the next 30 closing bearish there, or even yeah, it's going to be tricky. It just doesn't look right, you know, and it just doesn't feel right. So I'm going to call it a morning here. To be honest with you guys, we had a nice move down here. I missed that. Waited for the retest, we got that, but it doesn't look like it's going to give me the confirmations I want to see. So what good is it to sit here any longer? We did a little bit of a touch on the higher time frame here on gold. If you want to go back and have a look at that, but for the members, I will do a full deep dive, in-depth breakdown on gold, touching on the fundamentals as well. Other than that, guys, yeah, I'm done for the day. Nothing really lining up here for me at the moment, so I'm gonna call it a stream, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. Take it easy. You can see this 30 minutes about to close, 15 minutes closing bullish, your 30 minutes closing strong. Yeah, we got like 45 seconds, no point in even waiting. That's chalked for me. Yeah, cheers guys, thank you so much. I'm not gonna stick around and try force something, you know, what's the point? Take it easy. See you.